Dinosaurs roamed the Earth for over 165 million years. They first appeared during the Triassic period, back when the continents were still joined together in a supercontinent known as Pangaea, but dinosaurs didn't just pop into existence fully formed. Like all life on Earth, they evolved over millions of years from simpler organisms. So what did the very first dinosaur look like? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Before we get into it though, now back to the video. The first dinosaur goes by the scientific name Eoraptor luna. It was discovered in Argentina in 1991 and is considered to be one of the most important fossils ever found. It also helps scientists better understand how dinosaurs evolved and what the world was like when they first appeared. When Eoraptor was first discovered, many scientists argued about whether or not it was actually a dinosaur. Eoraptor was very small, only growing to around 3 meters long and no more than 1 meter tall. Some scientists thought it was more closely related to reptiles than dinosaurs. But further studies showed that it had characteristics of both reptiles and birds, suggesting that it really was an early dinosaur. But why did early dinosaurs like Eoraptor grow so small? Well, size isn't everything. In fact, sometimes being small can be an advantage. For example, being small probably helped Eoraptor hunt. Unlike larger dinosaurs, Eoraptor could easily slip into the small spaces between rocks where insects lived. It could have used its sharp teeth and claws to snatch up prey that larger dinosaurs could unget. Being small also would have helped Eoraptor conserve water and regulate its body temperature. This is because a smaller animal has a larger surface area to volume ratio, which allows for more efficient exchange of heat. Eoraptor probably used this to its advantage, soaking up the sun's rays to warm up and using shade to cool off. Eoraptor was a carnivore, but it wasn't the only meat eater around. In fact, the Triassic was full of terrifying predators, including the famous meat eater, Dinosaurs. So being small may have been a good thing for a raptor, but it would have still faced some pretty stiff competition. To survive, it would have needed to be quick and agile, darting between rocks to chase down prey. It would have also needed to be very careful. Just one wrong move could have resulted in a trip to the top of the food chain. Luckily for Eoraptor, it lived in an ecosystem full of small prey animals. There were insects, amphibians, and small reptiles. All these animals provided Eoraptor with plenty of food and meant that it didn't need to venture far from its insect hunting grounds. As the Triassic continued, the climate began to change, and the supercontinent of Pangaea began to break apart. This led to new habitats and allowed different groups of dinosaurs to flourish. Some became gigantic, like the herbivorous sauropods. Others developed armor, like the iconic Stegosaurus. But no matter what dinosaurs evolved to look like, they likely had Eoraptor to thank.